Yes, yes, yes. It's Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio with another one. And if you have not subscribed already, please kindly do so. Without further ado, let's get into it. Without delay. Okay. So, Tyson Fury has unleashed a fearful rant leveled against Anthony Oluwafemi Olansi Joshua for losing his title to a so-called little fat guy, Andy Ruiz Jr. This marks a bizarre U-turn. The Gypsy King, the so-called Gypsy King, initially sent out a respectful tweet after the bout, but has done an about face. Can someone say two-face? Tyson Fury seemingly changed his mind with regards to his first reaction to Anthony Joshua's defeat. In the immediate aftermath of the bout, the so-called lineal champ sent a respectful message via social media to Anthony Joshua. But now, he has changed his tune and has branded Anthony Joshua as a disgrace for his loss. Let's look at the contrast. Moments after the 7th round upset, Fury posted a message saying, "We have our back and forths, but Anthony Joshua changed his stars through life. It's heavyweight boxing. These things happen. Rest up, recover, regroup, and come again." But a mere 3 days later, he appears to have changed his position in an interview over in America. The Gypsy King told ESPN Los Angeles Radio, "Joshua was looking at Wilder and myself and other fights, and he overlooked the man in front of him. Now look at him. He's gone back to the UK with his tail between his legs as a beaten man. Ruiz to me is not a problem. He's just a routine boxer who tries to get involved in a war. I just jab his face off. But that's me, the so-called lineal champ of the world, not some glass-chinned bodybuilder who I always said was no good anyway." Fury concluded, he's definitely done well in his career, but everybody bumps into that one person who can knock them out at any time. And unfortunately for AJ, it was the little fat fella from California who chinned him. You'll never live it down. Can you imagine? You're built like an Adonis. You're 6'6", ripped, carved in stone, and a little fat guy who ate every Snickers bar and Mars bar in California comes and bladders you all over. What a disgrace. If that was me, I'd never show my face in public ever again." And those were Tyson Fury's words. So let's get into it. He says, if that was me, I'd never show my face in public again. So he appears to be taking some kind of high and mighty stance, but who is he? Who is Tyson Fury to be casting the first stone? This is a guy who apparently is acting holier than thou, but this is the same guy who calls himself a lineal champion, but yet, for beating Klitschko. But yet, after he beat Klitschko, even before he beat Klitschko, he was found to have drugs in his system. Not just the cocaine, but steroids, particularly the steroid nandrolone. And after he beat Klitschko, he declined a drug test. And then when asked again, told of his responsibility and the consequences of declining, he accepted that drug test. And what happened? What happened? What happened, champ? Yeah, you had cocaine. Cocaine in your system. Cocaine in my brain. Cocaine in your brain. That's right. So, within 1 calendar year, you were found with steroids in your system. And then cocaine. And to make matters worse, you didn't give Klitschko his rematch. So sure, you beat the lineal champ, but you never defended those belts. You never defended those belts, and you couldn't defend those belts because you were ultimately banned, weren't you? You already knew you were banned. Steroids in the system and cocaine in the system within 1 calendar year. You were finished. But you lied to the people and said you were retiring. The truth of the matter is, if you didn't retire, you would have been banned for 2 years. But you said you were retiring. And when you wanted to come back, you had to face the committee. British Boxing Board, the British Boxing Board, and the British Doping Board. Because you were doped. Steroids, cocaine. So you accepted a 2-year retroactive ban. So, and then you fell into a slump. Alcohol, drugs, food. That's what happened to you for 2 years. But yet, you have the audacity to say that a man who loses a fight should never show his face in public again. How audacious. How two-faced. How hypocritical.